The life of an Arsenal fan. Watching that lot come back. Jesus Christ. Welcome to my Valencia preview. Um, I'm so deflated, it is unreal right now. I've just sat there after last night watching Liverpool come back, which was probably one of the, if not the best game of football. But then for Ajax to go 2 goals up on the night, 3-0 up on aggregate, and for that lot to get into a Champions League final. All them people that told me for 7 years, be careful what you wish for. I didn't wish for that. Who could do better was another one. Well, Pochettino probably can, because he's got them to a Champions League final. And do you know what? Even winning the Europa League ain't going to make up for them winning that if they win it. If they win the Champions League, the Europa League's meaningless. So Liverpool beat them. That's all I can say. But yeah, seriously, that is not good. Thank you for the donation, VP. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Big up everyone in the chat room. Yeah, I take it everyone watched that game. It's all teed up for Arsenal to bottle it tomorrow night now, isn't it? One thing I will say is that Liverpool seem to have the luck this year. I know Tottenham have got very lucky, but Liverpool very nearly didn't get out of the group. They lost 3 away games in a row in that group, and they got out the group in the end. But that's going to be one hell of a final, that's for sure. Madrid's going to be mad. But anyway, enough of Tottenham. They've wound me up tonight. Their fans are going to be unbearable if they win that. We'll never forget that. Any Arsenal fan just needs to go and live on the moon if they win it, because they will be insufferable for the rest of our time until we go and do it twice. So yeah, anyway, let's get into my preview for the Valencia game. I see there's loads of Spurs fans in my comments tonight. I wonder why. Evening, Tottenham fans. I bet they're all buzzing. Listen, fair play to them, right? If my team, if Arsenal were in a Champions League final, thank you for the donation, VP. Appreciate it, buddy. Listen, if Arsenal got to a Champions League final, which we did a long time ago, it seems like donkey's years ago, I'd be over the moon. I wouldn't shut up about it. So listen, Tottenham can have their moment, right? I just hope they don't win it, because like I said, you know, under Arsene Wenger for so many years, I wanted that manager out of the football club. And for so many years, I wanted better for Arsenal Football Club. And now we're in a position where that lot are in a Champions League final. They've overtaken us in the Premier League for 3 seasons now. And they're miles better than us, let's be real. They are miles better than us. And they've got a better team than us. You know, Pochettino, he's a good manager. I wouldn't say he's a great manager. But one thing I will say about him is every single one of them players wants to play for him. Every single one of them. You know, in the last few years of Arsene Wenger, you never see that. Players just, well, we still don't see it now, to be honest with you. There's a lot of players at Arsenal Football Club that don't really want to play football. They just want to stroll around the pitch making a fortune. But yeah, anyway, good luck to them, but I hope they lose. Anyway, let's get into the preview. I'm going to do my starting 11 in a minute, but I only found out recently as well that yesterday, I think it was, it's Valencia's centenary year. It's their centenary season. So yeah, they're going to be fired up in front of their crowd. The Mestalla is a hostile stadium. I've seen our players training. I've seen them having a group hug. Thank you for the donation. Let me scroll back past. Nicholas, thank you. So yeah, I've seen them training on the pitch. The players all look happy. They all look fired up in terms of, you know, focused. They all look like they're enjoying the training right now. Listen, I wouldn't be bowling around smiling if we had just been slapped and got 4 points out of the last 18 or 19, whatever it is. Yeah, I would not be walking around smiling. I'd be concentrating, head down, and looking forward to the game, knowing that it's even more important now, because I hope them players have watched that game tonight. I hope they watched that Liverpool game the other night, because if anyone thinks that we're just going to go over to the Mestalla and take them apart on their own patch, they're in for a mighty shock tomorrow, because Valencia are no mugs. They are not a muggy team. We see that when they come to the Emirates last week. You know, after 10 minutes, After 10 minutes, they they could have been 3-0 up. Gio, I hope I've pronounced that right. Ty still won't say... Your comment's gone, mate. Ty still won't say they're better than us. No, he won't. Thanks for your donation as well, buddy. No, he won't. Listen, Ty's sound, man. Ty's a nice guy, but he just won't have a bad word said against anyone who's connected to Arsenal Football Club. And sometimes you've got to say it as it is and say what you think. And, you know, whether that hurts people and upsets people, you just got to say it as it is. You know, and right now, we ain't good enough. We ain't good enough to compete in the Champions League. That lot down the road are in a final. Yeah? It ain't no coincidence that they've got better over the last 3-4 years and we've gradually got worse. But, you know, like I said, I hope them players have sat there and watched that game and watched the game the other night with Liverpool as well. Unique79, thank you for the donation, mate. Appreciate it. But yeah, I hope they've sat there and watched that, because if they think that they're going to stroll around, walking around the pitch like they did for the first 10 minutes against Valencia at the Emirates, we're going to be 2 or 3-0 down. So these players have got to grab the ball by the horns and go out there and make us proud of them. Because, listen, like I said at the very beginning of this stream, even if we win... Ashley, thank you for your donation, mate. Spurs in the final, how London has changed. Yep, be careful what you wish for, mate. But listen, if we win the Europa League and they go and win the Champions League, it means nothing. Yes, we've qualified for the Champions League. They'll be the holders. They will be the holders. Just moved into a new stadium. They will be the current holders of that if they beat Liverpool. VP, man, your bank balance is going to be dead soon, bruv. Thank you again. I'm going to be supporting Liverpool. Yeah, don't worry about that, mate. But it's sad times for Arsenal football fans. Like, you know, we got sold a dream. We got sold down the river. Like, oh yeah, move to the Emirates. We'll compete with Europe's elite. We ain't competing with nothing. We ain't competing with Tottenham right now. Let's be real. Let alone Europe's elite. Liverpool and Tottenham have put Arsenal to shame in the last 4 years, 3-4 years. Since Klopp's been at Liverpool, they've transformed into a team that have got to back-to-back Champions League finals, and they're on 94 league points. We're miles behind these two teams. Tottenham, I know they're not a million miles away in terms of league position and points, but let's be real. They are miles better than us right now. And that's sad to say. I don't like saying it, but it's true. And I hope the hierarchy at Arsenal Football Club have a look at this in the summer and go, do you know what? We ain't having that again for another season. We're going to go out there and we're going to spend what's required to go and compete with everyone. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Arsenal are going to turn up tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to do in the summer. Knowing us, we'll go and buy some 17-year-old from France and or Spain now, because he's Spanish, Emery. But I don't know. It's just embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing being an Arsenal fan right now. We've absolutely bottled top 4. And now Tottenham have got to a Champions League final. So, yeah, like I said, we need to win this and hope Liverpool win the Champions League. I'll get into my 1 to 11. Go and smash the thumbs up as well. Nearly 400 people laughing, giving it all the Spurs chat. Only 45 likes, so go and drive them likes up if you can. Thank you. I'm going to go with Petr Cech in goal. I think that's a given. There's no point even saying I'd put Leno in goal, because he ain't going to be in goal, is he? Which, again, smacks of a little bit of sentiment, a little bit of stupidity from Emery. You know, just because Petr Cech's retiring and he's played the Europa League games all season, all of a sudden it's sentiment, oh, he has to stay. No, he don't. No, he don't. You play your best goalkeeper, and our best goalkeeper is Bernd Leno. So play him. But I ain't in charge. I ain't getting paid these stupid amounts of money to make these decisions, and it better work out. To be fair, Cech played actually all right in the first leg. He made a great save in the first leg in the second half. So we shall see. And if we do get to the final and we get Chelsea, he's got the added spice of playing up against his former team. Thierry, that is very much welcome, my friend. Thanks for the donation. Sick name, by the way. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 5 at the back. I'm going to go with Maitland-Niles. He's actually played all right, barring the first 10 minutes against Valencia last week, where he had an absolute mare. Ashley, thanks for your donation, mate. Defensive is definitely the way to go, mate, definitely. But yeah, barring the first 10 minutes against Valencia last week, Maitland-Niles actually came into his own and was really, really good. So I'm going to play him. I think he done well against Napoli as well. I'm going to go with Mustafi. I know everyone's going to have a meltdown about that, but I think he's played all right the last 2 games. I think the last 2 games we've actually played, he's been our best centre-back, which is surprising because he's the worst out of a lot of them. I'm going to go with Socrates, who's arguably been our worst centre-back in the last few weeks, and I'm going to go with Koscielny. I think Koscielny will make it. I think he'll be fit. He's gone out there with the squad, so he's definitely in contention. He was on the bench the other day. I think that we were just holding him back for this game. And I'm going to go with Thomas the Tank at left back, who can't cross a ball to save his life and can't defend. But I think he's been less of a liability this season than Nacho Monreal. And it is what it is. In front of them, I'm going to go with Torreira, who was a one-man midfield at the weekend against Brighton of all teams. Like, literally on his own, nobody else helping him. He was the only one that actually looked like he wanted to try and win the game in that midfield last week, or the weekend just gone. Granit Xhaka, going to have to put him in as much as I don't want to, but he's going to have to go in. And he owes us a performance. He's been so poor the last few weeks, and the penalty he gave away against Brighton. VP, thank you again, man. But yeah, the penalty he gave away against Brighton, it was just ridiculous. He showed no emotion at all, and it was almost like he done it on purpose. I'm not saying he has, because I don't think he did, but you kick the geezer and you just stroll off like nothing. That's a game, and that's a moment of a game that has cost us a chance to get 4th in the league, right? And he's just walked around and walked off from that like, oh well. Like, really? Okay, mate, we'll pack your suitcase, get your passport ready, and go back to Germany, mate. Yeah, after this season's done, he needs to go. In front of them, another one that needs to go is Mesut Ozil. I'm going to start him for this game, purely and simply because I don't want to see Mkhitaryan on the pitch, and Alex Iwobi's been poor for the last couple of weeks as well. And we do know that if Mesut actually fancies it, and it's the right temperature, and the grass is the right millimetres, then he might actually turn up and put a performance in. The air density might be right for him, who knows, but the weather is definitely right for him because he don't like a cold one, does he? So it's 32 degrees out in Spain right now. Big up all the fans that have gone out there to the game. Hopefully they will be seeing a good performance. And then in front of him, I'm going with both of our strikers, Lacazette and Aubameyang. They scored 6 goals at the weekend, Valencia. They're going to come out the traps firing on all cylinders. I know they are. They're going to go through us from the first minute to the last minute. And we need to put in a proper performance. And I don't mean just going gung-ho and trying to outscore them. I do think we'll score. I think that we've got to score because I don't think 2 goals is going to be enough. Not with the way that we play away from home. Not with the way that they showed signs, especially in the first half against us, that they can ping the ball around us like it was just ping pong. It was just easy, straight through us every time. So I do think that we're going to have to get a goal, but we need to manage this game properly, and we need to make sure, like we did against Napoli at home and away, that when our left back or left wing back Kolasinac goes forward, Maitland-Niles stays back, and vice versa. When Ozil bombs forward, somebody needs to drop back and help. Either Aubameyang or Lacazette need to just hold back. Soon as we lose the ball, if Ozil's going forward and we lose the ball, one of them needs to come back and help. We need to make sure that they're all talking to each other and it's a proper performance. They owe us a final. They owe us a trophy. The way they have played for the last 6 games in the league, or the last 8 games in the league, 4 points. 4 points out of the last 6 games in the league has been nothing short of an embarrassment and a joke. And they owe us a Champions League. I'm getting ahead of myself here. They owe us a Europa League final, right? For all of the fans that have put up with that all season, with players not putting in the effort, ducking challenges, passing other players in. I mean, Xhaka's probably got more assists for other teams than he has for us. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. But what do you guys think? I'm going to go with a score prediction of 2-1 to Valencia. I think, and it's the first time and the first game all season I have predicted that we're going to lose. But I do think we're going to lose tomorrow night. But I do think we'll score. So I'm going 2-1. Jesus Christ, seriously, man. This has not been a good couple of weeks for Arsenal, has it? Spurs in the final, man. I'm rapidly falling out of love with football. I know the feeling, mate. 2-2. Yes, D Dubs. My guy, how you doing, man? VP, you're going to be skint if you keep donating to me, man. Seriously. But thank you. Liverpool winning it is so sickening, but we have to accept it. Mate, I'd rather Liverpool win the Champions League than win the Premier League. I genuinely would. I don't want them to win the Premier League because we'd never hear the end of it. Champions League, listen, I watched every single Champions League game they've played this season. I've pretty much watched, and they fully deserve to be in the final. Fully deserve to be in the final. Big up the 650 people watching live right now. Please hit that thumbs up, the like button, drive that up. It gets the channel noticed. There's only 132 likes right now. Come on, give me some score predictions. I don't want to hear no salty, big Tottenham fans in the chat running their mouth. Liverpool fans as well. Hey, listen, I'm a Liverpool fan in that final. Trust me. Don't worry about that. I might sit here and coat Liverpool off. I don't want them to win the title and all that. But Dylan says 2-1 Arsenal. Victor says 1-0, 2-1, 1-1, 5-1 Arsenal. Bilal, you're smoking, bruv. Seriously. 8-0 Arsenal. I swear, you lot are mad. You lot are crazy. 3-1 Valencia. 0-0. I'll tell you what, if it's 0-0, I swear I'm going to have kittens all through that game because it's not going to be easy to watch. I'll tell you something now. A couple of 3-0 Valencias there. 3-3, 3-2 Arsenal. 2-2. These comments are going rapid. I can't even keep up. Ajax were smoking at half time. Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. Jesus Christ, where did it all go wrong? Seriously, I just don't get it. Genuinely do not get it. 1-0 to the Arsenal, says Douglas. I hope so. 2-0 Arsenal, says Brock Lesnar. That can't be the Brock Lesnar. Ishak says 1-1. Wenger in. Yeah, really. Mate, seriously, don't even get me started because I will end up sitting here for an hour. Tony says 2-0 Arsenal. That's what we want to hear, mate. Nice little clean sheet. That'd be nice. Delict was on that good. He started off all right as well. He actually started off well. He scored a great header. And it just all went to pot from there. 3-2 Arsenal. Arsenal will choke. Do you know what, right? It would be so Arsenal to go and actually choke that game tomorrow. It would. Coasting, thanks for the donation, VP. I'm going to send you my bank details, mate. Just wire the monies. Ziyech to Arsenal, bruv. Listen, you ain't even joking there, mate. That geezer is an absolute baller. He is everything that Mesut Ozil thinks, or his adoring fan base think he is. And he's nowhere near him, mate. That Ziyech is an absolute gem of a footballer. And we ain't getting him, but I'd love to get him at Arsenal. He would be unbelievable. 3 own goals, Xhaka, Mustafi and Monreal. Yeah, Ziyech's class, man. He is a good player. Mark Jones. Lee is a real fan like Claude. Thank you, mate. I think everyone's a real fan, to be honest with you. It's just that, just because I go to games don't mean I'm any better than anyone else. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of people all over the world watching this right now that can't physically get to games. Don't mean they're any better, man. At the end of the day, people sitting there watching this now, it's probably 3 a.m. in some places. So fair play to everyone. And let's be real as well, right? Arsenal Football Club as a club would not be the size it is without a global fan base. So, we wouldn't be signing the 60 million strikers and the 50 million strikers and paying Ozil 350 grand a week if we didn't have a global fan base. So everyone's the same, man, whether you go to a game or not. Babs, listen, bruv, yeah, whenever you want to play me at FIFA, I'll slap you like I did to Frankie as well. Trust me. And I was using a dead controller and playing FIFA 18 when I've been playing FIFA 19 all season. And I still done him. Liverpool to win the Champions League. I hope so. Best... What was that one? Best Arsenal person. Thank you, Bob. Thank you very much. Seriously, right. I'm going to get myself off and try and calm myself down. Lee with a hat trick. 7-2-1 formation tomorrow. Yeah, that could be the one, man. Just stick everyone on the goal line. I swear, the amount of people that have put in this comment section, Spurs to win the Champions League. Stop trolling me, man. Go away. You speak the truth. Thank you. Claude red card. Lee to replace Xhaka. Do you know what, mate? I've got such a dodgy back, right? I swear, I've got osteoarthritis here. My back is knackered, and I would still play better than that geezer. So yeah, I think, like I said, we just got to go out there and show a bit of hunger and heart. Thanks for the 704 people watching live. Thank you to everyone who donated as well. Big up yourselves. Please slap the like button. It gets the channel out there. It builds the channel up. There's only 217 likes, nearly 700 people watching now. Drive that up, it gets noticed. That way it goes and gets put on other people's timelines and stuff like that. So yeah, that gets the channel growing as well. So thank you very much to everyone who commented. Couldn't see them all, obviously. That's my preview for the game. I'll be doing my starting 11 reaction as soon as the team is announced tomorrow. My transfer update video is already scheduled for 7 o'clock in the morning, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And I'll be doing a live stream on a.f.c with Kenny Ken. I'll watch along for that as well, so feel free to jump along and watch that as well. So yeah, until tomorrow, when hopefully we're celebrating getting to a final, I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.